Hi everybody, Ted Skorman again, talking about one of my favorite subjects to talk about, crystals. What we have here is a quartz cluster that you will never see anyplace else. Let's talk about what makes this so special. What makes this a complete, unique cluster from everyone that I've seen, and I have been collecting minerals now for over 30 years, is that every single point in this cluster has a phantom growing inside of the quartz crystal. Now let's talk about what phantoms are. Phantoms are the mineral that is in the water as crystals are formed, and as they continue to form and there's a little gap in the crystal or there's a little fracture, the mineral seeps in through the water. And the crystal continues to grow around that mineral. In this quartz cluster, it's green chloride. Phantoms are in different colors. They don't necessarily have to be green. But phantoms have the ability to release past negative experiences or traumas or blockages that hold you back, and they free you up. They allow you to expand who you are. Green chloride has a lifting ability. This cluster has the ability to lift your vibration higher than the vibration of any illness that there is. Now, I'll be careful how I say that, because we don't want to talk about any healing. We want to talk about, from an energetic level and from a metaphysical level, what this quartz cluster can do.
Is it true that, when I look into each of those, I see a second crystal in the green formation, in a sense, like the phantom of it, the echo of it? I had always understood a phantom as like almost like a second crystal growing, in a sense, within the first.
It's a great question. So phantoms are like a second crystal growing inside the first, because as these cracks happen in the quartz and these minerals get inside the quartz as they grow, and it's not a day or a week or a month, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of years how these grow ever so slow. Every quartz crystal, every one, grows six-sided. So if you think of a quartz crystal, there are six sides to every quartz crystal. So every one of these quartz crystals is growing six-sided. The energy, if you think about spirals until it goes around the crystal, forming a circle 360 degrees, but in a spiral formation. What makes quartz so special is that it spirals like the blood spirals in our veins. The blood doesn't flow through our veins, the blood spirals in our veins. All quartz grows on a matrix, and if you were to look underneath this cluster, you would see there's a matrix that each one of these quartz grew out of. So what you don't know when you're looking for crystals is sometimes it's just a single quartz crystal, six-sided, and it could be very long or could be short, depending how many hundreds or thousands of years that it's grown. In this case, there were so many of these formations in this one little area. Now let's talk about how we came to get this cluster, which is very special. The location that this was found is in Ganesh Himal, which is in Nepal, and part of the mountains are in Tibet. So as they were digging into the mountain, they might have only seen this corner right here. They might have seen, or this corner right here. And they went, oh, there's one little quartz cluster right there. And as they're digging away more to try to get to that quartz cluster without damaging it, they see another quartz. And so they start digging more and they see another one. And all of a sudden, as they're carefully unearthing and using brushes and chipping away, they find this growth that happened within one spot inside this mountain. The rules over there is what the miners find, the local people, they have to carry everything down by hand. So let's talk about the difficulty of finding a cluster this big, this heavy, having to carry it down by hand. So one of our favorite dealers that we've known for years and years and years that have helped us, who's from Nepal, his name is Tak. He's a very special person. I went to Tak's home, which is in Asheville, North Carolina, and he has a huge warehouse there. Every month or two, he gets a shipment from Tibet. And we looked all through the warehouse. We knew we wanted a special piece, and we were looking at all the different pieces and trying to feel the quality and the energy and seeing what everything felt like. And here too was another story where this was not evident. It was not out where I could see it. It was around a corner, and it was kind of hidden down. If you think of a warehouse on all these shelves with hundreds of crystals and clusters, it was down towards the bottom of these shelves. And it was kind of towards the back. And I'm walking around, and what I'll do is I'll close my eyes and I'll kind of feel with my hands, because I don't want to see. I don't want my sight to prejudice the energy. So I'll close my eyes and I'll feel with my hands. So I'm through the warehouse and I'm looking at all the shelves and I've got my hand down there. Now I can't see because it's down towards the bottom, and I kind of reach around and I kind of feel this like little brush. I went, wow. Let me do that again. I kind of reach my hand, like, phew. It's like this little brush of energy. So I said, Tak, what's down there? So he reaches out and he pulls this cluster. Now, there weren't lights on where we were. I mean, there wasn't much lighting. And so I kind of looked at it at first and I went, well, it feels good, but I don't think that's what we're looking for. I think we're looking for really big and really brilliant. He said, well, no, let me bring it out to the light. And so, of course, he brings it out to the light. And he says, now look at it very careful. So I'm looking, and I say, wow, look, there's a phantom. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's another phantom. I go, that's pretty cool. He goes, no, look closer. So now I'm looking down and going, wait, every one of those crystals has a phantom? He goes, Ted's the only one I've seen. I've been doing this my whole life. So, of course, we had to have it, and here it is at the Mehta Metaphysical Center. We hope you come visit, if for nothing more, to look at this incredible crystal cluster.